Alright guys, what's up? We back with another episode of the FreakMob podcast. Today our guest is the lovely Brenna Mckenna. I thought you were going to say your name, so I was like...
Brenna Mckenna.
Okay, good. I was waiting for you to say it, then I was like, alright.
I love being introduced.
Oh yeah? Alright, so on today's podcast, our lovely guest is Brenna Mckenna. Everybody's excited. Alright, so Brenna, you're like a veteran in this. You've been doing this for a couple of years, right?
A couple of years.
Yeah. How long has it been?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And but you've been active in this 3 years,
I try.
You try?
I mean, we're out in the East Coast, so it's kind of hard to be super active. But
yeah, I feel you on that.
You're plugged in too. You're active.
True. I do what I do with who's out here, and there's actually a lot of good talent out here on the East Coast. So, you
got hitters.
Yeah, you're one of them.
I do what I can.
Word. Do you like shooting in a certain city more than others? Like, do you like LA over Miami? Do you prefer being able to shoot and go to fuck home right after?
That's always nice. Super nice. But Vegas is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you like to shoot with?
Everything is 10, 15, 20 minutes away from each other.
That's true. Yeah.
And weather's usually good. You can do something after. There's always something to do late night. It's a vibe. That's why I got an apartment out there now.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, Vegas is always some shit open.
Always
some shit open. Yeah. And you're right about that. Everything is only 20 minutes away from each other and shit.
LA, you try to go to anywhere is an hour.
Everywhere is an hour in LA.
And it's a $60 Uber ride. Everything.
And hella traffic.
Yeah, but the in and outs of LA, just to fly in, do something, then I fly back to Vegas. That's a vibe.
So what made you decide to move to Vegas? Because you're originally from
we're from Jersey, baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you were from Philly.
I live in Philly.
You live from Jersey. Okay, cool.
We're born and raised in Jersey.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
What part of Jersey?
That's why I love working with you, because I just feel we're gotta stick together.
Just click like that.
Yeah. And if we rep and we can help each other out and
Facts.
Yeah, why not blow it up?
Yeah, facts. What part of Jersey did you grow up in?
I'm in South Jersey. I grew up in Vineland.
Okay. That's probably why I thought you were from Philly.
Yeah.
So, you started off living in Jersey and just traveling and stuff to your shoots.
So I've been in Philly for a minute. And then when COVID hit, I started flying everywhere.
Gotcha.
Miami first.
Yeah.
It was the Exoticas. That was my favorite, and I was an Exotica dancer girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing mainstream, and Miami was it. That was my favorite. But all the work is out west for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So over the last 3 years, I've just been flying in and out.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Miami, not so much. You go to Miami more than me probably, and you shoot more in Miami than I do.
Okay.
And I'm real jealous about it, because I watch your shit and I'm like, damn.
We shot in Miami though.
I know, but you're down there shooting, you're plugged in. I don't know people in Miami like that. That just wasn't the scene that pulled me in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I did a couple rounds and it was done.
I feel you, man. Yeah. I fucking love shooting in Miami. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. Sometimes it could be hard to find people, believe it or not, but
it's just something about it.
I think people just got a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, I know there's really good talent, but it's outside, in the outside of Fort Lauderdale, out in Delray, random places.
Most people don't even fucking live in Miami. They just travel down.
People are in Clearwater, and it's you gotta travel. You go to Florida, and then you gotta spend time and organize shit.
And there's also mad hoes in Tampa.
Tampa's so lit.
Yeah. Mad
hoes in Tampa. Tampa's so lit. What's your favorite strip club in Tampa? There's so many.
I've never went to a strip club in Tampa. I've been to strip clubs in Miami though.
All right. What's your favorite Miami?
Tootsie's by far.
I know, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's the size of a fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
It's mad beautiful women. There's a whole nother level of women on some upstairs shit. The food.
Oh,
good.
you've been upstairs?
I haven't been upstairs, but I just.
What you know about making it rain?
I didn't even notice
snowing in Tootsie's.
I didn't even notice there was an upstairs until one of the last trips I went and noticed that They was upstairs, and then I seen the chicks going upstairs, and they was like, damn.
Yeah.
So next time I'm going, I'm going to go over there, see what's good.
Yeah.
Have you danced at, like, clubs in Miami too?
Yeah,
or
I have.
Have you danced?
So during COVID, I was dancing in Miami because it was the places that weren't closed down. I was dancing. I was dancing in Dallas too. That was like the first trip I took out with my girls was in Dallas. That shit was crazy. Like having my first pimp experience was insane.
Your first pimp experience?
I met a pimp like as soon as like my first shift. Like I met this pimp from New York, sexy Dominican guy. I met up with him for brunch the next day with my girlfriends, and he brought girls, and they all were dressed the same with his like tattoo chain with his name on it. I was like, oh man. So were you feeling like were you talking to the dude like? No. Okay, so like he wanted to take me out.
Oh, okay.
For brunch. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring my girlfriends. Well, thank fucking God I did.
Yeah,
you know?
Okay.
So that was crazy. But yeah, then I danced in Miami. I danced at Tootsie's, then I danced at Gold Rush.
Oh, cool.
I've been to both. Gold Rush was a come up. I danced there on New Year's. Made bank.
Yeah, I've been to
But
Gold
Tootsie's
Rush.
is fun.
Yeah, okay.
Tootsie's is a vibe.
All right.
Love it there.
So, did you start dancing first before porn?
Oh, yeah, I've been dancing.
So you started off, I'm assuming, dancing like in Jersey and some clubs?
No, at Delilah's in Philly.
Oh,
when I went to
Philly.
college,
okay.
yeah. So I went to Philly for college, and then as soon as, I turned 18 in the summer, I started college. I worked in the library.
Oh, okay.
For the first semester, I worked in media services, and then I auditioned at Delilah's, and I've worked there ever since.
What made you want to?
It's been like.
What made
so
you take
long.
that leap from going to college and working? I'm pretty sure that was like a big life change to go from college working in the library to stripping in a club.
All right, so I knew I wanted to be a stripper.
You just knew.
Yeah.
It was just in you.
Yeah. I just knew.
I feel you on that.
I went to Catholic high school,
Uh-huh.
and I just knew like I had to strip during college to pay for shit and just like to have my own.
What do you think it was though? Did you just know that like, yo, I can get money from men because I'm hot? Like, was it something like that or?
Yeah, like you know you can do it.
Yeah.
So it was just my plan. Like my bestie was supposed to do it too. She pussied out.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Was she fine though?
Yeah, she's this beautiful Haitian woman. Oh my God!
Word?
I was like, you go to college up here. She went up here.
Yeah.
In North Jersey, she went up to school here. I said, you find a job stripping there, I find a job stripping here in Philly, and we're going to make so much money and get to see each other and, like, make plans. And she never did it. No, but I did.
So, when you started off, you, was it what you expected? Like, did you start off just making mad money quick?
Yeah.
Like, pretty good?
It was, yeah.
You got, like, the new girl
Yeah, so, like, there's things that you cannot expect until you're in it.
Yeah.
Right? Just like this industry. Like,
Got
there's
you.
shit that you just don't imagine, problems and things, but that it was pretty much everything I thought of. Like the money, like my first day I made like $200 and I was just like, yes.
yo, look, $200 is a lot of money back then though.
Listen,
now it ain't shit.
In 2011, okay, that is just like in one day I made more than my mom's paid, what my mom would make in a day.
Yeah, facts,
and I just started using it like to my advantage, and I got better at it over time. You just get better, and like.
All right, so working in the club in Philly, what kind of guys had the most money? What kind of guys were spending the most? Like.
What guys are spending in Philly? It changed a lot.
It
has changed a lot, but back then it was hard to leave with less than $1,000. Like it was just like so good.
Yeah.
Like 2011, 2013.
Yeah.
Like those times. Who spent money? People like you got the people in the section that throw the money.
Yeah.
That's always super fun.
Mm-hmm.
My top spenders are always old guys, like really old guys, like help them out of their chair.
Oh, okay. Type
of old. And like I would say like 50 and over guys. Yeah. They usually are spenders. It's not usually like the bachelor parties or like the younger guys.
Yeah.
hardly ever, but they're cute. So.
And did you quit the library job? You didn't do it at the same time? Like you tried to juggle both?
Yeah, no. I finished out my freshman year in media services, and then because I got the job like for my campus, like it was a part of my, like grant or whatever, like part of my scholarship that like they pay me, I get a job. I got placed in the library. So I finished it out, and then I never went back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
the money was too good.
Yeah, so I was doing classes and I was sneaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I had to call a cab. I don't even think Uber was a thing. It was like just becoming a thing.
I remember those days
in 2011. Like I was still calling cabs.
Yeah.
Or if I had all this cash and no money in my account, I was calling cabs. Like that was still like very easy to do. Like I had the cab numbers. Like now it's like, who the fuck do I even call for a cab? Like how do I do that?
Think of a cab number.
Right. Like so. Yeah, I was sneaking out, and then I would work like 7 or 9 to 2, and then I felt like such a little badass little girl, like walking back into my dorm room, my all-female dorm room. Like,
and you got more money than
3
everybody.
3 a.m. Yeah, I'm walking in with like cash.
Yeah.
And I'm young. I'm getting into bars and shit. And I'm underage, so I'm coming back with stories. I'm partying with like grown like people doing crazy shit, and I can't. And I'm like, the first time I tried to tell like a room full of girls in the dorm room, rumors got back to me. I'm like, oh, like all you bitches are talking shit and can't like keep a story. Like you can't like like you're just gonna start telling everybody that I'm a stripper. All right, so I had to like just not like be friends with anybody and mind my business. And I was just in and out of that dorm, like stacking.
I can see that happening because you're doing some shit no one else is doing. Everybody like can't believe it, but want to talk about it. Yo, it does, honestly, yeah. I guess, right?
It's just like you're on some shit that like a very small percentage of people can experience and like understand. Like not everyone's gonna understand just like the shit we see, like the freedom that we feel.
Yeah.
Like the seedy undercover like vibes. Like I love that taboo like voyeur shit. Like I want to know what's going on. Like I want to be in the cut and like I want to write a book about it later.
That's a dope idea. That's a dope idea. Write a book about it when it's all over with.
The fucking stories, like just the shit, like the people that we're in a room with.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is insane, definitely. It's definitely like you can't really describe it too much to a person who don't like. If you try to, they'll think you're lying.
No, or it'll be illegal. Like there's just shit that you just cannot say, or that you just don't want to say. Like not, it's just like crazy, or like you don't want to put no one on blast. It's just like, wow, until the book hits. And all the legal,
The Brenna Mckenna biography coming soon.
You won't even know it'll be like a completely different pseudonym. Like it'll just be some completely different person. Yeah. So
at what point were you like, okay, you said COVID made you move from Philly to Miami because the clubs were open, right?
No, so I didn't move, right? I just started flying around.
Okay.
I just started like buying plane tickets and going to places that were closed. I've been in Philly. I've been in Philly forever, and I haven't moved yet. I got a studio in Vegas, and I just fly back and forth. I haven't moved yet.
Word, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was the money good during COVID when like shit was open in other states? Was it better than like a regular night in Philly?
No, because I had no regulars.
Oh, like okay, got you.
Like it's like really hard to replace consistent like money.
Yeah, got you.
You don't know how consistent it is until it stops, and you're like, damn, like all of those people gave me $200 or $300 a night, and it adds up. And then you go somewhere new where no one knows you or gives a fuck about you and your story, or who you are, and like what you're starting to do porn. Like, okay, like everyone out here is like, already on OnlyFans, like Dallas, like they're all like, set, like you're nobody. Like you just blend in with everybody else. You think you're hot, and then you go to a sick club where you're new and everyone's hot too, and you're like, yeah. So it's really not the same. But if you're a hustler, like you know how to get it. So I picked it up quick.
That's cool.
Yeah, like one of my biggest come-ups was selling all of the underwear that I had during one of my Dallas trips.
Oh, yeah?
I met this guy one trip. I went back to Dallas again. He went back to the strip club to see me. And I had all of my dirty underwear. I was just buying a black thong like every day from the house mom when I went to work. So, because we didn't have laundry in the Airbnb. I had a bag full of, you know, things, dirty thongs. He wanted to buy the entire bag.
We just
of like, I was like, I forget what I priced him, like $50, $100 a thong, because he just wanted to sniff them and like, you know, just do all the nasty shit. Yeah. So I was like, oh really? I was like, because he wanted to get the ones I was wearing. I said, I have a whole bag, baby. I said, I got a whole bag, baby.
Yeah, word.
And yeah, that was like,
it's a good thing you saw that as an opportunity. Facts.
Because you gotta be aware, like you have to just have it in you, like you gotta sell ice to a motherfucking Eskimo.
Facts.
I was gonna say ice to an emu, just because it rhymed, but that'll make a sense. Yeah.
What's like the best night you had money wise from a strip club, and where was it? And what kind of dude was it from?
Loaded question. I made 10 grand once, but it was like after the club.
Okay.
It was after the club with a retired baller.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
Like a Miami night?
I didn't have to do too much. That was in Philly.
It was in Philly.
Craziness. Yeah, that was in Philly when I was in college. That's just, I've been, yeah. And then, but like a Miami one, well, New Year's during COVID, so it was like 2020 probably. Yeah, I went in there. I made like $6,000. Okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is, in those Miami clubs, once you start making money in a section, you got to stay there.
You got to stay there?
You can't leave the section.
Why not?
Because if you leave the section, all the money's on the floor. Because people are constantly doing this. Now you have to wait all night until those customers leave. And all of the bitches, like, we all pick up the money. Yeah. And us, we take it to the back and we split it up. And now all of us are looking at each other, you know, splitting up this money. Yeah. And some people are like, well, I was there longer. I did more than you. I got a fatter ass, you know, blah, blah, like whatever the freak people are arguing about. Yeah. And it's like intense. Territorial as fuck. Yeah,
I noticed some tension going on sometimes when I'm in a strip club.
It's intense.
Makes me uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. In general,
or
like,
in a section.
Yeah, just in general. Like I noticed sometimes chicks trying to like take the attention from you when you're like kind of paying attention with one dancer already. Yeah. And that thing with the section too. I hosted a strip club not too long ago, and I noticed that, like, you know what I mean, they like on who's picking the money up before the next girl comes to the section and all that. And I get it and stuff like that. And do strip clubs do like, don't they like charge you or sometimes a fee or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're like
oh yeah, it'll be like $100, $150. It could be anything.
Are you required to work a certain amount of nights too?
Some clubs. Yeah. You got to show up like and clock in a certain amount of days per month. It's usually a monthly schedule.
So you have to show up and pay the fee?
It kind of depends. It depends on the club and state by state.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like some clubs you electronically have to check in or else you're booted out of the computer system. Yeah. And you have to like basically try out every single time.
Gotcha.
Like if you're out of state and you go to a club every 2 months, you know, you might be like logged out of the system. Other people will let you come and go. Mine doesn't have a computer system. Like Delilah's, you can come and go.
Gotcha.
You know. Yeah. Other ones, I've been to clubs where you go, they hire you. They're like, you have another audition in 2 weeks. Because they just want you to come back and make sure you're not like hitting their club once and bouncing. Gotcha. So like you're this isn't like permanent. You know, they're just hiring you, and then you have to come back in 2 weeks, and they have like this I don't know, different things. So. Gotcha.
Yeah. So what do you what do you like better, stripping or doing the porn?
I like porn better.
You like porn better?
I like porn better now.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is crazy because I never thought about doing porn when I was stripping. Ever.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
You were like, I ain't doing that shit. Like,
I never thought about not doing it, and I never thought about doing it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I just never thought about it.
Oh,
it was just never an option. Like, no one ever approached me. No one ever told me I should do porn until COVID. Until
COVID.
Yeah.
And then the strip club money was like not as good because you were
they were closed down. Were they open here?
Nah. Hell, shit wasn't open, bro. You couldn't get a haircut.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you couldn't get a goddamn haircut in Jersey.
Same.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
But my brother lives in Florida. I was
shit.
talking to him, and he's like, "Yo, everything open, motherfucker."
Right.
What you talking about?
That's why I was going to Florida and getting COVID while stripping.
Yeah.
Multiple times. I've just been caught there with COVID. Like, it happened twice.
Were you scared?
And no, we just stayed in the Airbnb.
You didn't think you was gonna die?
No, God.
Bro, motherfuckers are scared, yo.
God, look at me.
Motherfuckers scared, but you had to get that money.
I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I'm healthy.
So, what you say you like doing porn more now?
I love it.
So, at one point, you liked stripping more, right?
Well, it's what I did. And,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not going to say that I didn't also do full service sex work sometimes. And it's maybe close to, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, porn is just fun.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah. I show up with the energy that I showed up to the strip club with when I was 20 years old. Like,
yeah, that's good.
Now I'm 30 and I'm like, porn. Yeah.
Do you think it's just like more? Do you think stripping is like? Which one do you think is more like guaranteed money, like more consistent and more reliable?
I mean, none of it really is.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah. True.
None of it really is. Like because the club can really be anything.
Mm-hmm.
When I went in last night.
Slow night or some shit.
A bare desert.
Yeah.
A dry desert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other days you walk in.
Were you like required to do that night?
No, but like I try to go in like on the weekend. I try to work like a couple of days when I'm here.
Yeah.
So, and because I have customers to see, so I would try to schedule them. I see them, like I have regulars that come in and they hit me up like, when are you in town? I'm like, I'm in town.
Yeah.
So like I have to schedule like my people during my shifts. Like I'm like, yeah, homie, you're coming in at 12, like, and I'm like taking deposits and shit. I'm like, yeah, you can see me, or what day you prefer, or do you want to do dinner? Like it's like that. So I have to do that. But then other days, like you walk around and like money can't miss you. Like you just, so it's like, it's different. But with porn, like at least you know what you're like showing up to. Yeah. And that you're going to get a check. But I mean, as we know, like things cancel. Yeah, sometimes true. Like the scenes fall through. Yeah. And it's really no one's fault sometimes. So, I mean, in a way, you have to stay booked and then like the scenes have to go through. But,
gotcha.
But even with OnlyFans, like, is OnlyFans consistent? I just feel like at any given point, like, even that can be snatched from us.
That's true. That's very true. Like, if they get shut down, that's our ass, It's not like we can. Yeah. If it was to get shut down, it's not like we really do anything about it. It's their website.
But you have your own website though.
Yes.
So that's the important part.
Yeah. That's definitely I highly recommend it to everyone in porn, because like it's like your own platform, and you don't have as much rules. And I be messaging people on my website and everything like that too. So like you can still like communicate with people kind of like on OnlyFans. Okay. And it's not as much rules and shit. And it's more secure, and you don't gotta worry about what you're posting, and you can even be in a situation where you're paying less than the cut that OnlyFans is taking. So you're keeping more of your money and stuff like that. Yep. The only like downsides is like your website got an issue, you gotta fix that shit. And shit like that. But besides that, it's still a good way to go. Yeah. It's good to have everything,
So like doing our job, like doing what we do, you actually have to have like multiple jobs, because you have to have this, and then you have to have a backup job. And your website kind of is, because this is a job. Yeah. And then OnlyFans is a job. Yeah. So it's kind of like I'm always thinking about like a side business that I can start at any given moment if I needed to. Like I'm always prepared. Like I'm breeding shrimp right now.
Oh, word. Okay.
I swear to God.
That's dope.
I am breeding shrimp.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Like, you can sell fish on the internet and snakes and
I know
shit.
exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
And I have gotten snakes. I have a ball python that I got in the mail a few years ago from Florida. Okay. Right? And I just never thought about it. Oh, okay. And then one day I'm like, damn, I could breed snakes one day. Like if I needed to. Yeah. So imagine during COVID, like, you could be doing these things. Yeah. And now I'm breeding shrimp so that maybe I can start like a little I build aquariums. Like, I'm just getting creative.
Nah, yeah,
you know, so I can start doing
keep
shit.
with that.
Right, and you always have to, because at any point in time, like, something could happen where, like, I can't perform anymore.
Facts.
You know, another freaking pandemic, you know, where we can't shoot porn for 2 months or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, it's definitely good that you're investing your time and money into other things.
Imagine if I didn't go to college and spend $200,000 on that shit. Imagine.
And you completed, or?
Yeah, fuck
good.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, shit, yeah.
Yeah, so I could go get a job. I could go get a real job.
You ever thought about it?
A real job.
You ever thought at any point where you like,
about it?
or any point where you like, I'm exhausted from this shit?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Let me tell you something. When I was in college, I'll tell you what my real job that I tried. It was an internship at Forever 21 in the King of Prussia Mall. 2 stories.
That shit ain't even there anymore, is it? The mall?
The mall? The King of Prussia Mall?
Oh, is it still there?
The King of Prussia Mall is there. I think the Forever 21 maybe might not be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This was probably 2013 or 14. Probably 2014. I had my first internship, and I would go to that place of fuckery every day, and I lasted like 2 months. It was supposed to be a whole like 6-month like thing during my whole like semester or whatever, and then turn into like a real job where I become like the manager or whatever.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay. And I went for business. I didn't go to be like a sales associate that everyone hates, because I'm stepping in like with a degree, and like everyone all of a sudden, you know, hates me. Yeah. And I'm just in the store, you know, working these hours. Like, what? Like,
so you didn't like
someone had to tell me that I had to go, and if I was late, I got in trouble. These are concepts that are just like unreasonable to me. Yeah. You know, because like I'm taking the bus, or like I'm getting caught in traffic. Yeah. Like I can't. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. You know, like I'm a college student.
Did you have to get up dumb early too?
Yeah. Sometimes it was so early, and I'm working nights as a stripper. Yeah. Right. So like I didn't make it, and after a couple of times, I just had to quit before I got fired. Because I got warnings. So,
and you were there on an internship anyway, right? So
yeah.
You're like, fuck this.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't need this. Yeah. I need to pay my tuition. I don't need this job. Yeah. So I quit before they could fire me.
Got you.
And that was, and I felt so bad. That lady was so disappointed.
I think it's good that you at least tried.
My counselor was disappointed. I said.
Did you keep it real with them? Like, listen, you probably, I don't know.
I kept it real with them from the start. When I started school, I said no 8 a.m. classes, because I'm not a morning person. And when I started dancing, I told my counselor, I was like, I can't have no morning or afternoon classes. I'm working. I'm stripping until 2-3 a.m. Right. So I told them.
Did they make those adjustments for you?
Yeah. Oh, so I picked all my classes and labs. Everything was like 11, 1 o'clock start time, and that's doable. I slept a lot. Yeah. I skipped class a lot, but I made it on time.
That's good.
I went through some summer classes to make it on time, but I did.
That's good. Yeah. Hey, man, as long as you got it done. I got it done. You didn't quit. So it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. And you even tried to use your degree in a way.
You know, I'm not going to say that I don't use it right now. Like, I kind of do. Yeah. Like, I mean, to an extent, I think about college a lot. I think about a lot of my business classes. I think about, I did merchandising, and I did a lot of management, and I did a lot of, like, really cool classes with groups of people. And I think it's helped a lot, you know, just being in school, I guess, was helpful. Yeah, that's good. I guess, the environment, the community.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different aspects to being in the adult industry that people don't think. It's not just like performing scenes and boom, that's it. It's like really a bunch of small jobs leading up to doing this whole big thing all together.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's fucking. But it's good though that you got like that background.
Yeah, but even now in college, so I was in the Gay Straight Alliance. It's like the LGBT club, right? Okay. And we did drag shows, and now like when I'm at awards and stuff, and like I'm doing these sex scenes with with people of different like sexualities and genders, and I'm like, this is cool. Like I took like an LGBT course for a semester, you know, and like I use that shit, and it's like now I talk to people, you know, we do like speak out, you know, I did a lot of advocate work, so I kind of like, you know, just hope that it wasn't a huge waste like going to college. I'm trying to think like I think it's helped, like, you know,
if you feel like you learned valuable things from it and your paper's straight, you can't really complain.
Do you think that you have to use a lot of people skills?
Yeah, definitely.
Like personally, like you?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to suck with all that kind of stuff, yo. But I wasn't communicating good enough and all kinds of shit. But I've gotten definitely much better over the years and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was still just really professional with all my shoots and things like that, and just did good work. So it worked out better in the long run and stuff like that. But I hell yeah.
Yeah. I think so. A lot more goes into it, I think, than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Every aspect.
Mm-hmm. How exactly did you get started in porn? Like, were you like, once like COVID hit and you were trying stripping in Miami and stuff like that, did you like seek out a recruiter or something like that? Or
so when I was doing these trips out to like Texas and Florida, I Googled porn agents. It was pretty easy. Like when people are like, "How'd you get into porn?" I'm like, how'd you get into college? Like you Google like universities around like near me.
Yeah.
Gas station near me, like you know, like it wasn't that hard.
Yeah. You look porn agent near me or agency.
Exactly. So I looked up. I'm like, where's the porn scenes at? You know, like what are porn companies? I didn't really watch porn like that. So, and I looked in Florida because that's like really close. A 2-hour flight is basically being local.
Yeah.
So, and then I found some. I applied to some. It's literally just like college. Like you just apply, send your pictures in, you follow instructions, and then you get a call back or like an email back. And and it was that easy. I was down there like March of 2020.
And the first one was in Florida?
Yeah.
And what was your first scene?
What was my first scene? Well, my first scene was for Hussy Pass, I think, or See Him Fuck, one of those.
Okay, yeah.
And the same trip, it was my Bang Bus scene, which is my first Bang Bros scene, was that same trip. And then
first trip.
And then I had my first bang scene. It was a bang reality scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a solid first trip.
It was pretty solid. And then right after that was my first LA trip, and I did like all of Mike Adriano's websites.
So
I got like lucky, I guess.
Were you doing anal right out the gate? Yeah. I think that's a big part of it.
I was doing anal like just a few months in, I think, because I started doing it a few months before.
Like in your personal life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like, were you like, or do you have like a boyfriend during this time when you were like transitioning from stripping to porn, or were you just like doing your own thing and like had like, I don't know, hookups and shit like that?
So like the same guy, I was doing anal with the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like hard to trust somebody with that. And so if I'm like, I want to learn like how to, do it, and I'm doing my research and like training with my butt plugs and stuff like that, then it's kind of like you don't want to just do the hookup thing, like and just have random people like doing anal. So when I was learning how to do anal, it was with the same person, who then was like, yo, you should be a porn star. Oh,
word? All right.
And I think it's because he watched a lot of anal porn and had a lot of threesomes and was like an older, like experienced guy, and he was just like, man, he was like, you should do porn. I was like, true. And he was like, he's a really good friend, like I trust him. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He really put me on. I like credit him. I'm like, yo, you founded me.
Dude has a good eye.
Yeah,
a good eye for talent. Shit.
And also it was probably my butthole. I mean, you've been in it.
Facts, yeah. It's good. You know what I mean? You're a great anal performer. You're a great performer in general.
Thanks.
But definitely a great anal performer at that too.
Yeah. I try my best.
That's first time I looked at a scene of yours, I think it was anal. So
mostly like if you Google the name Brenna McKenna, like an anal scene will pop up. It'll be like a true anal scene, or you know, like one of yours. Like the trailers like go crazy when it's just like anal.
Yeah. People like watching anal.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to like a model coming up that like she's on the fence about doing anal, like maybe doesn't know, like, you know what I mean, scared or something like that? What advice would you give to a chick?
If somebody was scared to do it, I would probably just say not to do it on camera right away, and maybe do it off camera, and find someone that they trust. You know, like I wouldn't say huge penis. I would say, you know, just a nice size, not gonna, you know, break you, and to be comfortable enough that you're like not scared. Because if you're scared and you're clenching your butt. It's really hard to do anal when you're scared and clenching your ass, you know. It's not the best combo. So you want to be like really comfortable emotionally and physically and mentally, you know, clear, because if you're nervous or, you know, the guy doesn't know what he's doing either and like something wrong happens, go south so quick.
Yeah.
The butthole's very sensitive. It's very fragile. The dick is also very sensitive and very fragile.
Gotcha.
So, like, a lot can go wrong. So I would just say do research, like Google. It's very easy. On Twitter, you know, like there's, you can find, I'm sure, you know, I found the information for me to be able to be a fucking rock star. So, you know, and I learned all myself. I didn't get anyone's, like, routine or diet, you know, until like way after I started doing anal. So, but I would say not to do it scared, because it doesn't make it fun. Yeah. Do
you starve yourself on days you shoot anal? You don't eat?
I sure do. I starve.
Oh, you do?
I straight up starve. Yeah, because, you know, I just feel like it's ethically responsible. Yeah, like, you know, and I'm usually good, right? Like we don't have problems.
No problem at all.
So, and I hardly ever have a problem.
Yeah.
Ever. Because I just won't eat the day before. If it's later call time, maybe I'll eat like lunch, but yeah, I'll try not to eat. But then I started to fast. Like I have gone on this 17 and 7 eating diet. Where I don't eat for 17 hours and then I eat for 7 hours. Yeah. And so I got kind of used to fasting, and it's really good for your health. So now I don't feel it as much, but I used to be like really bitchy when I wouldn't eat. Like it would be really intense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but now, you know, no food, no problem, just straight coconut water, straight squirt, anal with the squirt, gummy bears.
Talk to him.
Gummy bear, fruit snacks on deck, crackers sometimes. Some crackers. Yep. And then after you're done, Taco Bell.
After you're done, Taco Bell. That's crazy.
Bro, there's nothing better.
Taco Bell after the anal. Do you think you would have still done anal on camera if you didn't enjoy it in real life? Like, if it wasn't like it wasn't your thing, you think you would have still did it, like, just for the money?
That's a good question. I mean, I've done a lot of things that I don't like for money.
What are some of these things? Like just porn stuff, like.
No, as far as porn, actually, you know, I was ready to do it, but it's really intense. It's for so long. Like porn is just longer than what normal sex is. So would I do it for the money? Maybe, but that's brutal. I actually enjoy it when I'm on set. Like I might not orgasm every time, but like I like it, so it's like fine, you know. I don't know.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
You look like you enjoy it.
I do.
You got to. You
like
should.
I don't gotta fake it. Yeah. You know, sometimes it hurts, but like in a good way.
I think the best performances come out when the girl's actually enjoying it. Because if she's not, you can tell. It looks
like. Right.
Yeah. You can tell, like,
but I mean, maybe I'd make it more expensive. I don't know. You know, I don't know. That's intense. There's some big ass dicks.
So before we go, I want to go through a quick recap, right?
Oh, word.
We're gonna go through a quick recap of your scenes with FreakMob.
Oh shit! How many do we have?
I think we got 5, yo.
What?
Yeah, I think we got 5. Hold on, I made a little album right quick with the scenes. In it.
Shut up.
All right. Do you remember this one?
Is that the first one?
That's the first one.
Yeah.
And we did anal, and it was fire, and I don't know. I don't know what I can say on here. I don't want to be too explicit, but
Is this going on YouTube?
yeah, it's going on YouTube.
Oh, you gotta bleep some stuff out. For YouTube, you are gonna have to bleep some stuff
but
out.
This is bomb though. This is a bomb first shoot, yo. Everything was up.
It had to have been because we kept working together.
Yeah.
And then I came to, I've been at your booth too.
Yeah, we shot 2 that day. Remember? This one too. It was a blowjob scene.
Oh, I remember that now,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have remembered
The
if you
fit
didn't
was
say
fire.
anything.
The fit you got on was fire.
I still have that fit.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I watched it. Some of the red bled into it.
Oh yeah. That happens sometimes. My bad. We'll get you a new one though.
It's my fault.
We'll
I
get you a
should
new
know
one.
better. I studied fashion industry management and I threw that shit in the washer
Yeah, man.
like an idiot.
I'm so bad with that kind of shit. I be fucking shit up like, damn, why the fuck?
Me too. Like, you have a merch line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got.
still rip tags out, make holes out of it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'll be so bad with all that stuff. I'm so bad with all that stuff.
Me too.
All right, this was number 3.
Oh yeah, that fit.
Could you have done anal with Brick? Have you ever attempted anal with somebody like Brick?
Yeah, so I know I could have
Mm-hmm.
if we wanted it to be. I mean, in the future, if
Yeah.
that's something that you're pondering.
I feel like it was too much to ask at the time.
Well, I mean, if you had a couple anal scenes,
Yeah.
then it probably was better that we diversified.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done anal with Dread
Oh yeah.
twice.
What was that like?
Like, probably around the same size as Brick.
Uh-huh. And
It was intense.
and you
But
had-
I did it. The second one was just all anal.
Did you have Taco Bell after?
Probably.
Probably.
I probably did.
Alright. Do you remember this one in Miami?
Of course.
Yeah, that was dope
The
too.
pink.
Yeah. The pink was dope. You look good in pink.
That was a vibe.
Yeah. And then recently this
We
one.
do things.
The hardcore scene we did.
This was different. It had
Yeah.
it had the storyline.
Yeah.
It was very naughty.
Facts. And
I'm very stepsister.
yeah, and in that scene you're doing like nasty shit, like getting slapped and
Yeah.
puking and stuff like that.
You're nasty.
You nasty too.
You're nasty.
You nasty
All the
too.
scenes have been with you.
No, you got the one with Brick.
Oh yeah, and Brick.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And today
you
you got 2 other dudes.
we got 2 new men
Yeah,
to
so
add
you
to the
know what I mean?
roster.
You out here.
Yeah.
This is gonna be your
I'm really
6th
excited.
FreakMob scene,
That's insane.
and now you're doing 2 dudes,
Yeah.
and then from here we only going
See
up.
the progress?
Yeah, facts.
I fuck with it. That's why
I'm
I'm
glad.
like, what else is left to do?
At some point I'm gonna start shooting gangbangs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start shooting
Okay.
gangbang scenes with like
Okay.
at least 4 guys or 5 guys, cause like I just don't know what to have everybody do.
I haven't done a blow bang yet.
You haven't done a blow bang? Yeah.
I've been dying to.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
A blow bang.
A blow bang.
Imagine a blow bang right in front of your fucking, just like
That would be fire.
a fucking circle of fucking black dick.
That would be fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I haven't shot any blow bangs. I haven't shot any gang bangs.
So you're not a fan of the double vag penetration or the double penetration? What about a DP? Is that
I shot a DP.
Is
one
that too
time.
close?
I shot a DP one. No, DP was we shot a DP. They did D-Ruff and Dev did it a couple weeks ago. It was good. It was straight. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you like the DP, just not the dick touching.
I don't think the double vag and double anal kind of stuff is our direction right now. We just started doing DP, and
Yeah.
people like it, so we're just gonna go from there.
Okay.
But people definitely like scenes with 2 dudes and 1 girl.
Yeah.
And the girls getting slutted out.
Right.
And I used to also do a lot of 2-on-2s. I need to start doing those again. Like 2 girls, 2 dudes. Those go crazy.
Okay.
Like people fucking love
I've
those.
never done that.
You ever done that?
I don't think so.
If you did do it, what girl would you pick to do it with you?
Desire. Desiree?
Desiree? Word. Okay, all right.
And when I see her Twitter name, I always say Desire because it's spelled with that weird font.
You know, I think her stage name is actually Desire.
Okay, so
I think it is Desire. So we're gonna say Desire.
Desiree, Desire.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I feel bad.
But that would be fire because y'all kind of.
I haven't worked with her yet.
Y'all look like.
She's so fine.
Yeah, y'all would look great together on camera. You and Des.
Didn't we have like a girl, something, or was it like a girl with you, like a boy girl before? I got
me and you and someone.
No, we had it planned out. Maybe
we were
talking about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to work with her.
Okay, I can set that up. You know what I'm saying?
I like her, and I love the girl, Honey.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if Honey gonna be at Exotica this year.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Is she?
She's still I don't know what she's up to, honestly.
Pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty as fuck. Exactly.
She's
Facts.
pretty.
Yeah, she's fire. Shout out to Honey.
I see the girls like in the clips, and like imagine us three lined up. Yeah. That's like 3 different flavors of. That's
sexy. That's really sexy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna get into your boy girl scene today.
Let's
we got
do it.
2 dudes all for you.
Yeah.
You can have them all to yourself.
Yeah.
Word. Before we go, just tell people where to follow you at. Like your social medias.
Every social media imaginable, I'm on it. BRENNVMCKENNV, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, everything.
Everywhere.
All the sites of the sex, Pornhub, OnlyFans, ManyVids, etc.
And on FreakMob.
Everything.
Brenna Mckenna. FreakMob and on FreakMob Hardcore. You everywhere, girl. All right, I really appreciate you doing the interview.
For sure. All right,
thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right.